Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. Today I want to show you just helpful hints or explain how the long haul operation works. It's pretty basic, but I don't really think I've ever done an explanation video, and there's probably some people who are wondering about how it works, etc., etc. What does it do? Okay, so let's get the basics out of the way. The basics of the long haul are fairly simple. It's straightforward. It's one of the best operations to do because it works all the time as long as you are playing in tier 3 or higher. So World War II tier 3 and up, or Cold War, you can earn 1 point per game maximum for a long haul. And the long haul, what is it? Well, let's look at what it says here in the challenges. You go to long haul. It says, hey, operation details, repeatable 0 of 2. I have not completed one this week. It says place in the top 7 experience earners of your team in 75 battles. Okay, that seems simple enough. Available in tiers 3 to 10 in World War II, or eras 1 through 3, which is the entirety of Cold War. Available multiplayer only, co-op does not count. Earn one of the following random rewards. Now, what are those random rewards? Well, basically, you're going to earn a war chest. You're going to get either a private war chest, a sergeant war chest, or a general war chest. Now, Bernie did a unofficial tracking. He says private war chest is like 85%, sergeant is like 10%, and generals are like 5%. But this is, a limited. It was a pretty good tracking for a person doing this on his own, but in a true statistical fashion, it was a limited result, so it could be slightly higher or lower, very little bit, but I felt that those 85%, 10%, and 5% numbers were pretty credible based upon my experience doing long hauls. I never tracked it because I don't need it. It doesn't matter whether you track it or not. It happens the way it happens. You're going to get what you get, and all the tracking in the world is not going to alter those results in any way. Okay, now there's one thing they don't mention, and that is your results you're going to get out of a war chest will change when the season changes. Like right now, we're in the tiger season, okay? So, and it happened to me one time. I got a long haul right before a season was coming up, a new season, and the prize tanks they had in the current season were kind of and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. And if I have a prize tank winning, and in that time it was a key card, not a war chest. It's the same thing. But I had a key. I go, let me wait. I'll wait till it changes over for the new season and open it then. Well, I did that. Turned out I got lucky and got a tank out of a general's card, which was really bizarre. So I was like, that was jackpot. That was a tank I didn't have, a tier 8 M41D. It's a variation of the Bulldog tier 8 tank. Chinese nation. But other than that, all the stuff I told you is the way it is. That's all you have to really worry about, because the chances of you getting a tank payout in a long haul war chest or key card, depending, is pretty basic, 10%. Basically, if you do it 10 times, you're going to average 1 tank. Now, I've seen guys get two tanks. I've seen, Top Room, one of my friends, get 2 of these and pull 2 tanks out of 2 consecutive key cards multiple times. Not in a war chest, but it's the same thing. So he was super lucky. Luck is in the air. You either get it or you don't. Now you could go 15 in a row without getting one, because statistically, if you do it long enough, it'll be 10%. It could be high. You could be starting off high, or you could be starting off low. You never know. So don't read into it anything funny. The dealio is this. What I call those war chests or key cards is I call them free tank lottery tickets. So you do your long haul, you score it, you get your reward. It's like, oh boy, let me open this up and see what I get. And well, most of the time you're going to get a gold plus something else. In fact, you're always going to get gold for free. Free gold. Okay, literally. This is not one of those, strings attached things. It's free gold. So I always go into it going, hey, I'm just going to, take a shot. I'm going to get, if I don't get a tank, I'm going to get minimum gold, and I'm good with that. Okay, it's no problem, because I'm going to do this anyway. Okay. Now, what I'm not going to do though is play stupid things. At least a heavy load of them. I'm not going to play heavy loads of stupid tanks where I'm not very good at. I am not really great in heavy tanks as a general rule. That's not where I'm going to score. We all have good games in any tank sometimes here and there, but if I want to play on a consistency basis, I'm not going to use heavy tanks, and I'm not going to use very many medium tanks. Those are not my forte, as they say. So that brings us to this light tank here. This is the FV-101 Scorpion. This is one of the tanks that is one of my favorites because it just fits my style of play, and this is the key. Too many people get hooked up with this concept of trying to please other people. You're not good. You don't play tank X or tank Y. I don't care. I'm great in this tank. So find what you're great at. Find something you're great at and do that. And I don't care what they say. I'm also great in artillery. But I want to show you this one because this is a fun tank to play. So now this is objectively fun for me. It just happens to be a tank I'm so good at. It is a freaking moneymaker long haul tank. Cold War Era 1. I've also done the same thing. One time I did it just for the heck of it. I'm going to show you the tank I used. This one right here. Whoops, not that one. This one. Armadillo. I did a whole long haul in this tank once. Era 2. Notice any similarity between this light tank and this light tank? Oh yeah, they're both light tanks. I told you. Find something you're great at, okay? I don't care. Well, you're not very good. You can't play heavy tanks. And so what? When I pull MVP, it doesn't matter. There was heavy tanks there. Why weren't they MVP? It ain't the Arrow. It's the Indian, okay? It's just that simple. Do something you're good at, and you're more likely to score. So all you got to do is get top 7 in this guy, okay? Which is semi-difficult. You have to have a skill for it. Other guys that I know are terrific medium tank players, and so they do it there. Brownie, he does it in whatever he wants. He can play every tank. He's ridiculous. He can score long hauls in every tank. It doesn't matter. He's just one of those guys, all right? So it doesn't matter. Now, what it boils down to, if you go back and think about it, there was 75 times you got to pull this off, okay? Okay, well, how many games you play? Now, Brownie approaches this, and he's a 12-year-old kid, and he created his own regimen of how he does long hauls. He's like, okay, I have 7 days in the week, no problem. 75 games, all I got to do is 20. This is Brownie. He's 12 years old. I didn't tell him this. He told it to me. I go, yes, that's exactly correct. But I didn't tell it to him. He figured it out on his own because he's not stupid. He's actually quite smart. He goes, well, if I do 25 each day, the first day of the new week is Tuesday. So he does 25 on Tuesday, 25 on Wednesday, 25 on Thursday. And on Thursday, he collects long haul number 1. That's 75. That's 3 days. He's got 4 days left. So he repeats the 25 process every day with some slight, modifications. After he does 25, he plays whatever he wants for goofing off purposes. And usually he's going to pull the long hauls in most of those matches, okay? Top 7 for him is not tough, okay? So that's the thing. He has a plan, and it works like a charm because he correctly analyzes the situation. He can do, if he has a terrible sequence for the week, he'll do 25 each day, and on day 6, he's got both long hauls done, and day 7 is total free-for-all. Does whatever he wants, okay? That's if it's terrible for him. That really almost never happens. So he's finished usually on the 4th or 5th day because even his goof-off matches, he's scoring long hauls. That's the key. Now, you could do whatever floats your boat. I wanted to show you Cold War here, which is what I'm going to show you a couple of games that I played just to give you an idea. But we can go to World War II. There's all kinds of things I can score in. Let me show you. These are my top, played tanks, really. Money. This is money in the long haul. Locust for me, money. I've never done an Astron Rex long haul. It would be tough because the matches are longer, and that's one of the things that works against you. I don't know, man. That would be a toughie. Sexton, this is just like so much money, it's not even funny. I wasn't trying to rhyme that on purpose, that just happened. Because, well, do what you're great in, I'm great in this. I'm great in artillery. Have not done high-level artillery long hauls because it'll take forever. You could do one in a week, but I can do 2 in a week without even, getting up a sweat. 38H is tier 2. It does not count, so I don't do that. We used to do this. Okay, I used to build commanders, scores, and do long hauls. Panzer 3J, I can do this. I have not done it, but I could do this. I normally don't. I have this. I don't really play this tank. This tank plays, it is a medium tank, but it has, light tank capability. So it's like a light tank with extra armor. No problem, I can do this. Just got the GUP, so last week, so no, can't do that. I haven't done it. Yes, I've done sniper long hauls in this tank right here because I'm awesome in this tank. And that's the deal. You just got to be awesome in that tank. Frenchy artillery premium, it's not that good. I've done missions in there. I'm not doing it. Valentine 2, I have not done that. I've played just a couple goof-off matches, so no, I haven't done that. A32, outstanding Russian medium tank. The top speed on this, as you can see, is 80, the way it's configured right now. So this, to me, is a light tank with medium armor and a very inaccurate gun, but it's powerful up close. So yes, I have done this before. T-34-88, I have not done a whole long haul on this tank. I've done chunks of it. I could do a long haul on this tank. It's that good. Because even though I'm not a medium expert, this one works for me. Somehow it matches my style. I couldn't tell you why, it just does. Churchill 3, I have not done it. It's a slow, heavy tank. Another tank that does match my style, though. And I've had very good success in this tank. Su-76, I have not done a full long haul in this tank. I could. It's really good. My personal best result in a game in this tank is 8 kills. And you don't make 8 kills in a tank unless you're really good at it. So, speaks for itself. I haven't done it, could do it. Way too long and slow. It's upper tier, not tier 9 artillery. Not even going to try. I hardly even play this tank. This is just a side project from year 1. I worked my way up all the way to tier 9. I'll get the tier 10 Russian artillery. I got the American 10 and I've got the Frenchy 10. But supposedly the Russian 10 is really good. So I figured I would goof around and get it over time. Just there's no rush. So this gives you some ideas. One of the things I'll tell you right off the bat, if you want to get the closest thing to a guarantee is tier 3 or 4. If one of your great tanks, scoring wise, is a tier 3 or a 4, that's what you should do to do the bulk of your long hauls anyway. Actually, there's something I want to do here. I'll show you something else that's kind of excellent. Let's go find this dude here. It's a butt kicker. It's one of those things we had a challenge for this tank a couple years ago, whatever. You know, one of my friends, he hated it. M3 Lee. For some reason, and I don't know why, it fits my style of play. And I'm awesome in this tank when I'm not a medium expert by any stretch. In fact, I won a game once in this tank, Kolobanov medal, against 8 guys. I didn't kill them all. I captured their base because they were stupid. Hey, you win with your brain, sometimes you win with your gun. That one was won with my brain. I ended that match with 1 hit point, Kolobanov's medal, against 8 stupid guys. Hey, it's not my fault they're stupid. But this M3 Lee works for me. Now, I'm of the age of GI Combat Haunted Tank comic books. And that means, you know, basically I was born in the 60s. Or in some cases, some of the guys maybe would have been in the early 70s, would have, you know, liked that comic book as well. But tremendous comic book, World War II, and this is the tank that the commander used. So I have an internal appreciation for this tank that goes way back to when I was, you know, 10, 12 years old. So another long haul guy for me. So if, you know, my friend's like, well, I'm like, what are you doing? I was with Wrong Way last night, and he's like, well, I'm working on a contract. He goes, I'm doing tier 6 snipers, you know, tank destroyers, tier 6 and up. I go, okay, I'll go with you. Go, you know, well, we could go do. He was doing World War II, and he goes, well, you know, we could go to Cold War. I go, let's go, man. So we went to Cold War, and Jack Potto, he knows I'm bringing this dude because I'm an ace in this tank, literally. Yes, that's a mark of excellence on this tank. So when I tell you I'm really great at this tank, I'm not making it up. You know, I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you the way it is, because what this does for him is that it gives him a backup, reliable myself, that if he's in trouble, I will come back to help him. And with my speed at 98, I can get back to help him. So it gives him an insurance policy. Also, my ability to generate chaos on the other team in most matches helps him, because they get flustered and they make mistakes, and he crushes people when they make those mistakes with his, you know, snipers. He was using the NM116. He played a little bit of Big Head Sniper 4005, and he used something else, I think. I can't remember what it was, but doesn't really matter. So I said, you know, I need to work on long hauls. He needs to work long hauls too, but he was really working on the contract on his tank destroyers. I said, this is the point. Mutually beneficial. It's much more fun to do this long haul business with a partner in the same matches where both of you are profiting from doing whatever. So I'm like, I'm flexible. He knows I'll go and do it with him anytime. It's not a problem, because I can bring some of my butt kickers, you know, that will work. And just, you know, mixes it up, makes it different. It's not the same old robotic, oh, I'm going to play the whatever 75 times, okay, which I can do. It doesn't really matter. But we had some great matches, some fun matches. He made progress on his contract, and I'm going to show you this long haul process, what it looks like. Well, this is from yesterday, actually. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to go through these. I'm going to show you, like, I had 2 great games. I'll show you those, because those are just awesome. So this was the last 10 games we played. And you can tell by the money how well it went. we lost my Scorpion, which is a tank that you saw there with the fireman. Now, oh, I should show you and tell you something else. One of the things I'm doing before we get deep into this, let's go back to the fireman. All right, the fireman. This is the guy that you got last week. Salute to service. Okay, I have 3 of these guys. The one I got last week was the 3rd one. So this guy's a 3-star commander. So he earns 30% bonus. As you can see, he has 8 skills. What I did is I took my 9-skill guy out of this tank, and I got this guy. You know what? I'm just going to put him in here, and I run this so often that I'm just going to build this guy up to 9 skills. I mean, I have a 9-skill guy already that I run in this tank. I'm like, that guy's just wasting. I'm generating nothing commander experience that I can't do anything with. This one is building, like right now, I'll show you here. You can see above the orange bar on the left, I have basically 1 and a little bit more than $250,000 out of a 1.5 million. So basically 221,191 points away. We'll call it $250,000. In a $250,000 experience, this guy gets the 9th skill, and he's maxed out. And then what I would do is I'd stick him in another tank and pull up probably another 8 guy and turn an 8 into a 9 in this tank. That's how good I am in this tank, is I can take my maxed out guy, put it in another tank, get another guy, and use it to build a guy up. So I'm using the 101 Scorpion. I use this as a crew builder during long hauls, because this is a fun tank for me, and I'm like Captain America, baby. I could do this all day. Seriously, that's why I do it. This is what I'm talking about. This is one of the advanced secrets of long hauls. Get a tank that you're good at and that is fun for you. If that's a sniper and you can play the sniper all day and score, by all means, why don't you? There's nothing wrong with that. So now let's go back to those games. So we're going back to the games list here. We lost this Westfield match. I made 4,600. Okay, no big deal. Played in Berlin, or properly Berlin. Lost that one, made 17,000. Did I make a long haul on this one? Probably I did. Yeah, 2nd place overall. Don't know. I think that was the key, but it might have been before we got together. Erlenberg made almost 60 grand in this one. This was a good game, or one of the good games. As you can see, I only killed 1 guy, but I made 2,300 plus damage and another 1,000 assist. Yeah, that's an MVP. So I was MVP of this match. And this is the kind of thing. El Alamein, this one wasn't that good. 8,700 silver. Razeniai, that was a weasel. I took a break. Nomenhan, another weasel game, but a very good weasel game. You see that 154,000 silver. This was a nice game. Not an MVP, but this is a top performance. So this is a weasel performance, number 3 overall. That's a long haul. So yes, I can make long haul scores in a weasel. Now, I haven't done a weasel long haul specifically because I'm not reliably consistent in the weasel. I can do it probably 40% of the time, maybe, of getting a long haul, but it's a lot of 60% or 65%, if that's what it is, or maybe 70. Let's say it's 70% that I'm not scoring. If you're only scoring a long haul in 30% of your matches and you got to get 75, it's not looking good. Okay, so it's not, for me, the weasel is fun, and when I'm playing goof off matches, like this was kind of a goof off match. Hey, I got a long haul, fantastic. Okay, it's a total bonus. So I'm not to the point where I can run weasel full time for a long haul, but it is a fun tank to play. So you got to recognize your limitations. All right, I enjoy weasel, I'm good at it, but I need to be better, and I'm getting better all the time. even though I am over 60 years old, I'm improving all the time. That's the key. It's weird for someone of my age to be improving. But tremendous moneymaker, etc. It was a fun match. Vineyards, we lost that one. I lost money. I hardly ever lose money, you know, in my Scorpion. So that one wasn't good. Dukla Pass, Scorpion. I made almost 100 grand. Remember, I got a MVP in this one. Spoiler alert, I did good in this match. All right, this was a monster game. And the game was close all the way to the end. So this was a monster game under pressure. And that's what separates the men from the boys. What happens when you're in the games under pressure? And in this case, it was fantastic. 4,200 damage, 5 kills, and 1,700 assists. Oh yeah, that's a big time MVP. And I don't even run a commander booster, and I got 12,000 commander points just because I have a 30% commander with 3 stars that has a 10% bonus with the enhanced rations. So we look at the scoreboard. Kaboom. Oh yeah, baby. Now this guy in the 4005 had a terrific game of 9,300. But the difference is my guy is, he is tier 2 of the era. The 4005 is at tier 4. He's at the very top. He doesn't get a bonus. He had a terrific game, obviously, with 5 kills and 9,300 points. That was fantastic. But my 5 kills and 4,200 in a light tank is much more difficult, and that's why I scored. So, that was fantastic. Swamp, we lost that game. I made 40 grand, so I had a good result. Let's go check it out. Wow, it wasn't that. Oh, that was in my. Okay, this was in my T62M1. This is a test match. I got this tank from Tanks for Free Experience because it has 5 rockets. The T62M1 has 5 rockets there. I'll show you that tank in a second. And then another test match in my Ignis. So we won that one. I had an okay match, not that good. 1791. I lost some money. Not a big deal. But I didn't get a long haul. I was close though. I got 8th place. I hadn't played the Ignis in several months, and I was wanting to see how it would do now with all these other, Beglite Panzer running around, or the Martyr, and those guys. BMPs, 3 BMPs led our team. Fantastic work. Can't complain about guys, help. Basically, look, you look at this, the 3 BMPs, they won the game. Those guys were awesome. And this 13SS rocket tank, another butt kicker. These guys were fantastic. I got nothing but compliments for them for kicking ass, and that's how we won this game. Fantastic work, no problems with me. I didn't make a long haul, but that's not them, that's me. So, no problems there. So those were some fun matches, and I only lost 4, or was on 4 losing teams in all those matches. Got 2 MVPs, which was fantastic, both in my Scorpion, and now this is like the tail of the tape. This shows you, if I want to do long haul stuff, this tank, the 101, is an awesome tank for me. It might not be good for you. I'm not telling you about this. It's not the tank. It's the guy that you got to have. You got to match you and your skills with whatever tank you're playing. Now let me show you. This is actually it's a red tank. Yeah, whatever. Let's go do this here, and this is how I got it. Here we go. T62M1. We'll just add this to the favorites. All right, we'll clear this out. Go back to favorites, and it'll be right here. Yeah, that's a Molot. That's a fun tank to play, but I'm not anywhere close. This is a high tier 3 or tier 4 of era 3. I'm not getting the MVPs in this tank yet. I haven't really studied the specifics of it. So I just gotten this from Tanks for Free Experience. Cost me like 212,000 free experience. which is like, okay. But this is, that's a good medium tank with 5 rockets. It's a little goofy. But it was, it was solid. It was solid. Where's the desert? There's a desert camo. It looks better here with the urban camo. So let's select urban. That looks a little better. It was an okay tank, solid. Nothing super spectacular. I'm not a medium guy, but I know how to shoot rockets. It's really funny because it had a different reload time, like 5 point something seconds for the cannon, and then 20 seconds or whatever for the rocket. And it only has 5 rockets. So like, well, let me experiment with this and see what it was like. For, it's a good tank. If you're a good medium player, it's a good tank. Okay. I had a decent result. I only played it once, just that one game in the swamp. So I couldn't complain. We ended up winning that game. I didn't score a lot of points, like almost 1,800 damage. But for a, test run, hey, I can't complain. I thought this tank, looks pretty good. Just solid all around. It was kind of fun to play. As you can see, it's got that extra shielding on the front of the turret. Spaced armor for, missile defense. But real solid. But again, the key lesson of this video is this. Find the tanks that you're good at, whatever they are. And that's where you're going to get your success, because when you do your long haul, you're going to get rewards every time if you finish it. And hopefully you'll catch a break. Let me see if I can find a long haul video for you. All right, check this one out. This goes back to the days of key cards. I'm going to show you one of these and I'll show you another one. The war chest. This one was card in a card, which is fantastic. 850 gold plus another one from this key card. Just super lucky. I personally prefer the cards over the war chest, but the war chests are nice too. I just like this. Oh my God, 850 and then 1675. That's 2525. That's awesome. All right, here we go with the General's War Chest. Jackpot, Motherland. I didn't have this tank, so I have it now. Plus, I get the minimum gold General's Chest, which is 425. Super fantastic. Okay, now that I showed you those, I'm going to show you the games. Welcome to Erlenberg. Now, both of the videos I'm going to show you are 5 minutes and change. They're not long matches, but they're perfect to show you the point of the long haul. If you can do what I've done in under 6 minutes, then you truly will call this Jackpot City. Normally I like to go and hang out this direction. Plus I had another guy up here, 2 guys on my right. So I wasn't the only meat traveling down this way. Tagged him. Tagged him again. Hey, if you don't shoot at me, I'll clean your clock. I'm just saying. This isn't the most powerful gun in the game, but hey, if they don't do anything and just let me shoot them, I'm gonna have a terrific game, which I did. So far, just basic stuff. Playing evasive, keeping guys, lit up. For our snipers, you can see the snipers behind me at Bravo 0. So I got 2 big snipers back there looking to score. And if they score, those are guys that I spotted. I'm going to get points for that. So one of the things about a light tank is that, I do score for myself, but I'm also a team player. I'm playing to help my team win. And I'll score on, on the side of that. I'm not worried about that. I'm just playing really to win the game as much as possible. And whatever I can get, I'll take it. And I just want to get a long haul. All I need to do is qualify top 7 and be successful. If we win, that's great. But as the saying goes, you know, I'm no slouch myself. Like this guy, I'm just annihilating him. These guys have no ability to defend my speed. So long, Charioteer. This guy's in trouble. Char 40T. It's a solid tank, but a light tank will eat it for breakfast because he made a mistake. And he didn't know he was making a mistake over there. That's his problem. I knew he was making a mistake. That's why I killed him. I exploited his error. So, yeah. Don't want to go on the bridge, but you can't go here. You got to go there. You can see the land bridge that's barely under the surface. That was a perfect angle to see it. And like I told you before, I cruise in this guy at 98. That's my top speed, which is vicious. My track is whacked. Luckily, I'm not under pressure. We're up by 3 guys. We're winning handily. Everything is going, you know, fantastic for me. I already made a kill. I know I've got a long haul already in hand. So I can go, if necessary, I can gamble to increase my score or to make a move that might help my team if we're close to winning. Whoops. Mistakes, you know, mistakes like ramming into each other happen. It was all accidental. Didn't see that one as I was turning back. My bad on that one. Oh, they're in my base. So there's only one of you, and I got 3 guys back there. I don't even have to go back. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking the other way. I'm close to my base. I did go there, but he's gone. He's not a threat. There's only 2 guys left. So long, buddy. There we go. Bulldog. Nice kill. Hey, I was trying to steal that kill, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, he made a good kill. It's all good. Like I said, this game lasts barely over 5 minutes. So it's almost over. We just hit the 5-minute mark. So this is really a great amount of time that was spent in this match where we won the game, number 1. Number 2, I ended up MVP. And number 3, I got a long haul. I was trying to get a long haul first as like my baseline. Win the game if possible, and hey, score as much points as I can. That's my 3rd goal. And I achieved all of those goals. And there you go. Welcome to Dukla Pass. It's the same business. This one takes less than 6 minutes. For Cold War, a 6-minute match is, you know, just about ideal. Every once in a while, we have pulled off some 3 minutes or under 3-minute matches when one team is just on the ball and the other one isn't. We've gone in and taken the base in under 3 minutes. It's kind of fantastic when it happens, because guys go, the other team goes the wrong way, etc., etc. And I'm on this guy like white on rice. A couple of snipers. Yeah, those are those Jagdpanzer 4-5 sniper, the ones with no turrets. They look kind of like an E75 or E25. What? Yeah, E25 I think is what it is. That crazy no turret sniper design. Me, I'm just a freewheeling maniac. That is a bulldog. I think it's a bulldog, yep. Or is it an M24 chat? No, it's a bulldog. M41A1. That's a really good tank. It's just a little bigger than this tank. So in escapability, this one rules, and I had better protection. I have a Spall liner on this tank, and I also have the ramming perk for my commander. That's where I take less damage from ramming and do slightly extra. So if he doesn't have that, and he probably didn't, he was hammered by guns and then boom, finished by my ramming into me. I didn't ram him, he rammed me. It's like, okay, works for me. I mean, I was trying to ram him, but I couldn't do it. And I'm on this guy, he's toast. Can't let a guy get on you like this and, you know, stay right behind you. Whoops. Well, one of us will kill him, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm trying to kill him if I can, I'm not gonna lie. But if another guy gets him, it's fine. Nice shot. It's a team game. You know, too many people are too locked up into the posing and trying to brag. Just be a winner. People recognize people who win. They can see it a mile away. If they don't recognize you, they're not paying attention, that's their problem. You can't fake being a winner. You either do a lot of winning or you don't. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He's toast. Boom. That guy did it again. That Char 40 kicked his butt. Oh yes. This is my favorite angle to hit a tank. From behind. That guy rammed me so they could try and get the kill. He failed. Sucker. Got him. That was funny as heck. He killed that guy who rammed me trying to be greedy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to get the kill, but I don't wreck my own guys intentionally to try and knock them out of the kill. I try to get the kill, you know, on my own skills. If I get it, fine. If I don't get it, fine. I don't want to, you know, make it hard for my team to win so I can satisfy my own ego. Ooh, you're on fire. So long. No, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work either. That worked. So, you know, and see, this game was awesome because this one is under duress. This game is 4-4. You win this game, you're actually doing super business. Now it's 3-4. This is what separates the men from the boys. How are you at the end of the game when you're not easily winning like this one? Well, I'm in my tank that I'm really great in. It's easy to say that, you know, when your team is winning handily and you're not under pressure. Nice shot. That guy really helped the team big time right there. You can't do it all by yourself. Well, sometimes you could get lucky. You got to have help, and that guy helped tremendously. And I'm all for my team helping me out, man. I'm telling you. Good driving. I couldn't pass that. I'm in trouble. Move, move, move. Yes, good. Now I've got him from behind. I'm just too fast and too maneuverable. 2-on-2, baby. Wait till you see the last guy. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. Alright, last guy. 4005 with 4 kills. Hey, buddy. Now notice I'm not going straight at him. I'm not stupid. I'm going to take an angle on this guy. Now it's 1-on-1. It's down to you and me, you one-eyed freak. It's a classic Duke line. Whoops, he shot his bullet 20 seconds before he could kill me. So long. You got to know the enemy tanks you're going to fight. So when I saw him fire, I knew I had about 20 seconds to shoot him without him shooting back. So I didn't run, I stayed there and gunned him down. This is the kind of MVP that really has meaning, because got down to it 4-on-4, then we were down 3-on-4. The 4005 guy came through hardcore, drilled that guy, and helped me, continue my streak. So it was just fantastic teamwork, really good stuff. So this was a great example of long haul business being taken care of in Cold War. That last game was really good because it was a team effort that I haven't had a game like that in a long time, where it gets down to the end. There was no stupid stuff going on, just good players against good players, guys making great shots and great kills on both sides. Got to the end 1-on-1, my butt kicker against that guy's butt kicker, and that guy had killed 4 guys in that match. So his 4 kills versus, I had 4 at the time, and I ended up getting 5 kills. Man, that 4005 guy saved my bacon for sure with that killer shot and gave us a chance. That's all I asked for, man. Just give me a chance with that kind of play, and I'm going to reward you quite often. So I was really happy about the way that match played out, because that's the kind that lets you know, oh, this match is in the, it's up in the air. Any team could win this. You're going to have to play great to pull this off. This is what any good player would like to have. It's like, okay, I need an opportunity to show my skills, to this team. And I did that. It was really fantastic. And I knew I was going to make a video off of that game because the ending was just superb. Couldn't ask for a better job of teamwork and also individual excellence. So fantastic stuff. This is what I wanted to show you, but I want to, give it in the context of the long haul so you can see how it happens and what can go on. So we covered all the stuff that I think would really help players, whether you're doing World War II or Cold War. Me, I'm working on this commander, so I'm going to do this long haul this week in this guy and build some commanders up to 9 skills and stick them in other tanks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It'd be super if you could leave a like for this video to help spread the word across YouTube, because I'm actually showing people important stuff here. This is not, the ego fest. Oh, look how great I am. Man, I give the credit to where credit is due. When my dudes kick butt, you saw me pointing it out. So that's the deal. I'm good with anybody kicking butt. I don't care. I'm playing to win the game first. And if I can get something out of it personally, that's a bonus, man. It was awesome. So it would help if you could tell your friends. That way they could learn about the long haul. Maybe they'll leave a like. Maybe they'll subscribe. Who knows? So it was great to have you guys here. I want to thank you for watching the video. Look forward to seeing you guys again real soon. And I'm out of here. See you later.